Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the microphone messiah, Philip Antoine. I'm no longer. Oh, actually, I wasn't Bullet Cast champion going into this. What am I talking about? I almost was. I almost won it, but damn coins, damn SummerSlam coins. I'm joined on the line by the former Bullet Cast champion. He's in Chicago. He's in Chirac. Brandon Tanguma. Brandon, how are you doing?
I'm doing just fine, Philip. Sorry if my voice is a little raspy. Might have yelled a little bit. Sorry, my audio quality isn't up to snuff. I'm calling in because, we're from the Bay Area. We're so spoiled because we're Silicon Valley. Great internet all over the place. Not so much here in Chicago, so I had to phone it in. So that's why I sound like a radio call-in person right now, probably.
Yes. And do you know what you've just won? No, I'm joking. I'm joined by
The
Brian
Broadcast
Tronick.
Championship?
No. Baby Huey is the new Bullet Cast champion. I'm joined by Brian Tronick of Within the Ropes. Brian, how are you doing?
Feeling good, baby.
I thought you were feeling shocked, Bay. A lot of stuff happened at All Out, man. We're gonna talk about it. I'm glad Brandon's here to give us, kind of the behind the scenes, a peek behind the curtain of what was actually going on within the arena. And Brandon, you know how I like to do things. Brian doesn't know because this is his first pay-per-view recap. I like to start with the big shit first. Okay? And
Pre-show time, baby. Let's go.
We'll talk about. I didn't even see the pre-show. Or no, it's a buy-in. It's not a pre-show. It's a buy-in. Remember, they don't believe in that. Yeah, Brian and I talked about that. That was an interesting conversation. So Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson, he has made his debut in All Elite Wrestling, showing up at the end of a very interesting interaction with another debuting star, Adam Cole, baby. It looked like he was going to come and just be the hottest baby face on earth. But no, Super Kicks Jungle Boy. He's resurrected from the dead. He's back with the Elite. Kenny Omega was about to bid us all a goodbye, good night, whatever he says. And then, Flight of the Valkyrie starts playing. I know Brandon was marking out. That's why his voice sounds like this. And then a beat drops, and I'm like, huh? I'm like, oh. I'm like, it's Dan. Oh, this is Bryan Danielson. I was like, okay. Brandon, we got to get your thoughts. First of all, I mean, I know you're a Daniel Bryan guy or Bryan Danielson, whatever you want to call him. What was your honest reaction when that music hit?
So, we'll talk about the actual main event match because it's a whole thing. But when they put it on last, I was like, okay, we're gonna get some sort of return. I didn't think we were gonna get all the returns or all the debuts. And Adam Cole, honestly, I didn't think Adam Cole was gonna show up today. I thought it was gonna be more Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson. But Adam Cole comes out. Lights go out, so everyone knows something's happening. And then Adam Cole turns. Fantastic. I was able to record it. So maybe stay tuned to Curveballs and Chair Shots on the Instagram, Curveballs ANCS. Might post that a little bit later. But that one, it wasn't a shock that he came out. It was just, pomp and circumstance. The Daniel Bryan one, Bryan Danielson, I think used to saying that. That one was the one that shocked me because it was like, oh, they're just giving us everything, which I don't know if it's because of COVID. They don't want to get shut down and have to go back in front of no fans, but absolutely fantastic. May have yelled some expletives at the very end. We're at Bullet Cast After Dark. I might have said, let's fucking go. Your boy gets a little hyped. I'm sober as a gopher because I'm driving, so that's not liquid courage. That's just pure emotion.
I thought you were giving them the oh my fucking god, what the fuck, what the actual fuck. Thought you were giving them those.
No, I will say. So where I was sitting kind of in the whatever you call it, like the U. So I'm looking straight at the stage. I can't actually hear the music. I think I heard like a little bit of the Flight of the Valkyries, but I wasn't 100% sure. I mean, but once Adam Cole comes out and someone else is coming out, who else is it going to be? That's the only person who can really top that. So just an absolute moment. Me and you, Philip, we were in Las Vegas for Jon Moxley. It was like, 2 years ago? So it's kind of hard to fully measure up what exactly, which one was better, which one was not. But
the noise, bro. The noise.
I will say, like, the Jon Moxley thing, because he didn't come out to the stage, it was a much cooler, I think, kind of reaction, because it kind of just, you can see it grow throughout the arena as everyone kind of realized what was going on.
Okay. What were your thoughts on the music?
Honestly, I couldn't hear the music. I mean, I could hear like some beats, but
Okay.
I have to go back, watch the tape, and actually listen. If you could tell me what exactly was going on, what the music was? I heard like some Flight of the Valkyries, like the intro, but then after that,
yeah,
it's kind of just all muddled.
So, what is it? The Flight of the Valkyries hits, and then a beat drops. I'm like, oh, Brian, bout it. He win it. Okay. It was cool. It was a nice little hip hop instrumental or something that Tronic would have made back in the day. But I was like, okay, this is what's up. I dig it. Brian, before we get into the main event match, what are your thoughts on Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson showing up tonight?
It's bittersweet. It's definitely bittersweet. Those who know me know that I am, I'm more of a WWE guy. And so this was tough to watch. It was exciting. It was fun. I'm glad that, I'm going to be able to see them. And I know that they're going to go up and it's going to be fun. So many different matches that we're going to be able to see Bryan Danielson in, and Adam Cole's just, he's going to fit like a glove with the Elite, as always. But man, it's just bittersweet. It's like, damn, man, like I really wanted Cole to main event WrestleMania one day. And that's probably not going to happen now. So it kind of makes me mad too. Like, all for Twitch. Vince, y'all couldn't just give the man his Twitch?
Yeah, I mean, I was a person that defended the WWE-ism of you can't have any third-party platforms or whatever. But
I did too.
When you let Adam Cole walk away because of a streaming service, I'm just like, what the hell are we doing? Oh God.
By the way, that music slap, boy. Mikey Ruckus got WWE themes going. AEW themes going crazy.
Yeah,
man.
I don't know, but that D. Bry one got me. Come on. But let's start talking about the match. Brandon, break it down for us. The main event: Kenny Omega defends the AEW Championship against Christian Cage.
I mean, it was a Christian Cage, Kenny Omega match, and we'll talk about a couple matches that happened before this one. I think the crowd definitely was tired for this one. And the reaction, it was kind of weird. Like, Christian got the more favorable reaction, but he had 55 cheers to 45% boos, where Kenny was maybe 65% cheer or boos and 35% cheer. So, I mean, neither one of the guys were really a favorite in the match. So it did kind of was a weird dynamic, because I think everyone just assumed Kenny was going to win. And there was no real point where I think anyone thought Christian was going to win. I mean, their match at Rampage, their match on Rampage, I think was better because it was more believable. The crowd was definitely a lot harder for the match. So, when this match, as I said, when this match goes on last, I think everyone just assumes someone's going to return or debut at the very end. So I think that's what everyone's really waiting for.
Okay. Yeah. TK, I know you want to book super shows. Look, man, this pay-per-view didn't need to be almost 4 hours long. A lot of stuff didn't need to be here. Look, bro, see, TakeOver has the best model. We have 5 matches. The 5 most important stories are going to be told on pay-per-view. It's just that simple, bro. 5 or 6, like that. That's really it. We don't need a lot. We really don't need a lot. Tronic, how'd you feel about the main event?
Tony Khan gave us WrestleMania 25, in my opinion. I said it on Twitter. I said, Kenny Omega. No. Listen. Here's why. Here's why. I feel like by the time they got to the main event, Kenny Omega and Christian felt like Triple H and Randy Orton having a come right after Taker and Shawn, CM Punk and Darby, and then after that you have your Big Show match.
I thought we were talking about Paul White and QT Marshall really tore the house down.
Well, you got your big show match, and then you have your main event. So, I mean, everything about this kind of felt like, the crowd was tired. They was ready to just like you said, Brandon, just see what was going to happen after this match, and it kind of sucks because like they're. I'm really waiting to see a really good Kenny Omega match, championship match in AEW. I'm waiting. Philip, I see your face.
I'm just waiting to see a good Kenny Omega match. I mean, come on. And he was in there with Christian. Christian had a really good match with who? See, this is what I've been telling you people for 4.5 years. Okay? Look, not that great. You were all goo-goo-eyed over the guy when he was in Japan. Wasn't that great then either? Now y'all are seeing it. This is why TK had to throw the bag to get CM Punk. Had to get Adam Cole, baby. Had to get Bryan Danielson. Threw some change at Ruby Soho. Come on.
Yeah.
All in all, hope Christian's okay. The spear spot off of the apron. And the leg went into his side. I was like, ooh, that doesn't look pretty. Mm-hmm. The spear to the back, that was different. I'd never seen anything like that before. I'm like, oh, okay. Turned him inside out with that spear to the front. I thought that was cool. It was I couldn't really get into it, because the crowd wasn't into it, and then I was getting kind of just like, all right, this needs to be over already. Yeah.
Do we have an official time, Brian, on how long that match was?
Do we know, Brian? Do you know?
Oh man,
you're doing Brandon's job tonight.
Let's look this up. Let's see. Hold on, give me a second. We finna see how long.
Because I'll say for myself, I mean, I was already tired to begin with going into the show. I was just kind of sitting there and watching, just chilling, just kind of resting my voice, trying to plan my attack for how to get out of here and get here in a timely fashion. So.
That match was 21-20.
Don't lie to me.
21-20.
Felt like 41-80. Jesus Christ. God,
I'm just happy it wasn't actually 41-80 or whatever you said.
Yeah, like
those Kenny matches can get kind of long.
They can. I don't know what he's trying to do out there. I don't know. Jesus Christ. What was before that? Paul White, right?
Paul White.
So I didn't see the buy-in. I thought the match just didn't happen. And then after Punk and Darby, and I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, even my homeboy, he was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, bro, dude, why? I mean, you want to do right by Paul. He's a legend in this industry, multiple-time world champion. I understand. This could have been the main event of Dynamite. Could have been the main event of Rampage. Hell, could have been the main event of Dark Elevation. Jesus Christ. Like, what are we doing? This is why certain stuff doesn't need to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
God, like, TK might need to give me the book. You defend all the championships. How many do they have? 4? Okay, boom. You do Jericho, MJF, and you do Punk and Darby. 6 matches, boom. The Casino Battle Royale, sure. You do 7 matches. To throw the Casino Battle Royale on the. Do you want to throw it on the main? You want to throw it on the main or the pre?
You could
something. 7 matches in total. Only 6 can be on the main. Casino Battle Royale had to be on the pre.
Casino Battle Royale, yeah. The quality of it was buy-in worthy.
Yes. It was superstars worthy, and that's not even a thing anymore. Jesus Christ. Brandon, tell us about the amazing spectacle of QT Marshall and Paul White.
I'll be honest, I absolutely loved this match because I was able to, because I had an aisle seat, so I was able to get in, get out pretty quickly. I was able to go to the bathroom, get my CM Punk ice cream bar, and be able to sit back down. And right when I sat down, the match was over.
To hell with the match. You had the ice cream bar. You had the ice cream bar. How was it? Tell us.
It was an ice cream bar. I mean, it's just it's a vanilla ice cream with a chocolate shell. It tasted pretty good because my fat ass was pretty hungry. Not going to lie, because I had some nachos. It wasn't even like hot cheese drizzled on chips. They gave me a bag of chips and some like kind of lukewarm cheese that's not even melted. It's like it was disgusting. But anyways, ice cream bar is so much better than nachos, I will say.
I love it.
And I'm the weirdo who kept the wrapper.
Good.
I'm talking about.
You need to frame it. I love it.
I was trying to delicately open it so I didn't like rip this because it's basically just a sticker on a regular ice cream bar wrapper. So I was making sure I kept it all nice and pristine so I can frame it.
Absolutely, that's going to be hard to get through TSA.
Yeah, it's. I was going to say something, but I couldn't think of anything smart ass to say.
Okay. So I guess the match before that was CM Punk making his in-ring return after 7 years to take on the young Darby Allin.
Man,
Brian, tell us, Punk still got it?
Punk still got it, man. I almost shed a tear. I'm not gonna lie to you. The entire time I was watching this match, I was just waiting. I was like, okay, I know it's starting off slow, right? They got to tell the story, right? Darby's young, he's fresh, he's quick, he's fast. But when Punk started getting his stuff off, I was like, wait a minute. What I'm watching? When I saw that GTS spot and Darby fell out of the ring from the bottom rope, I said, am I watching Money in the Bank? What is this? Oh my goodness. I loved it, man. Congratulations, Punk. You've successfully returned.
He did, and he put on the long tights.
He did. Looking like Shawn Michaels Survivor Series 2000. Was that 2002?
No, they weren't brown. Jesus Christ.
I mean, they were brown, but I mean,
we're used to seeing the trunks. We are.
We're used to seeing the trunks, and with HBK, we was used to seeing the little hearts. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Don't switch it up on us. Like, you had enough time.
Maybe he was just testing it out.
Maybe.
Yes.
I was hoping for the basketball shorts.
The OG Punk. Okay.
He'll have those on for his blood and guts match whenever that is.
Pretty much, right?
Because I was kind of far away, so I couldn't exactly tell. Because I saw he had his thighs and knees were obviously covered. I couldn't tell exactly if they were shorts or not. So I was a little stoked. And then when he actually got in the ring, I was like, oh, he's wearing tights. But
hey, you
did
guys
they look nice?
Yeah. Brian,
yeah, look beautiful.
You guys have both been to an AEW show. Do they show the match on any of like the screens in the arenas? Or no?
So I was straight on with the stage. They have two, I think they're projectors on either side. And
okay.
You're watching the pay-per-view feed basically. There was one time during the John Moxley match where it froze. Was that just on our end or was that during the show?
That was on your end.
Just asking. Okay, because it was like he was like walking around and it just like froze for, I don't know, 45 seconds.
That's crazy. But, Brandon, you were in the house. I know it was deafening. Thoughts on the Punk return? In-ring, officially.
In-ring, official. It was amazing, as you would expect, walking around the building. Just, I don't know, half of the people wearing CM Punk stuff. I don't know what I was expecting, honestly, from like the reaction, because it's a smaller venue than what the United Center was, but it's still an absolutely deafening pop. I didn't want to cheer when his music hit. I wanted to just absorb everything. I'm going to go back, watch the tape, listen to the recording, watch the pay-per-view later when I get home. So, it was definitely a moment. It was just something, I'll never forget. It was definitely cool. In-ring wise, the match, I don't even know what I was expecting. I think Darby was the perfect opponent. Storyline coming into it, I think there definitely was some stuff to be desired to a real reason why they're having this match, which maybe hurt the match, but it's a CM Punk debut in Chicago. It's going to more than make up for it. And I want to ask you guys who were watching, did he look gassed? Did he look tired? How did he look, cardio-wise?
Yeah, he looked a little gassed.
He did. He did look a little bit. Not as much as I thought he was going to be, though.
That's true.
He wasn't out there like huffing and puffing, but he definitely, he did a couple of leapfrogs and, all type of stuff.
He hit the old like high calf kick that really connected Darby's jaw right on the jaw. I was like, oh,
yikes.
But I guess he put on some weight because remember in UFC he was like 180, right? So and they said he was like 212 or 218. So I guess he got back up to what he was before he left wrestling. So that's cool. Um, but he could hold his own. I thought it was really good. I don't know why, but I thought he was going to turn on Sting because they were taking too long.
Yeah.
All right, is he gonna be heel Punk now? Like, what are we doing? Yeah, but that didn't happen. All in all, I think it was very good. Congratulations to Phil. I'm glad you're back in the business. We've missed you, and we can't wait to see what you do next. What was before that?
Before that, it was Jericho and MJF.
Jericho busted out the moves. Triangle drop kick, a long distance lion salt.
Yeah.
He hit the he did the walls, did the code breaker. He did it all, man.
Yeah.
He busted them all out. All the gimmicks.
All of them.
Man. He still got it.
I think Chris Jericho is he still got it, but he's got to have the perfect dance partner. I don't think he can do much carrying anymore.
I mean, you got to remember, years of WWE house shows are on that bump card.
Yeah.
So don't talk about my friend Chris Jericho like that. Come on now, Jesus. But I think I do think he did good. Let's talk to the guy who was there.
Yes,
Brandon.
The match. I mean, well, let's start off with the intros.
Yeah.
I loved whatchamacallit, MJF's attire. I thought he looked great. They did the countdown, and I mean, I don't want to say I'm smarter than everyone else, but people pop for the countdown clock, and it took me like a second, like it's MJF trolling because that's what MJF does. But I loved his ring gear. Jericho comes out. Who is that? The guitarist? Is that like one of his Fozzy guys?
Yeah, that's
who is that?
That's Billy. Great. He's a great guy. Very, very, very nice gentleman.
He's also your friend. It was pretty funny because they obviously didn't have the music, or they had the music, but they didn't have the words to the song. And so the crowd got off. They were, started off pretty good, and then kind of once the Judas lines, or like right before the Judas lines kind of start, the crowd like just completely lost it, and and there's no words, so they can't like kind of pick it up, and the music, the guy playing the guitar, they kind of can't catch the beat. So I don't know how it sounded on your guys' end, but there was like a good awkward, I think 2 to 3 seconds, maybe even longer, where there was like kind of just like silence, and no one really knew what to do.
I didn't notice that.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
How do you guys not know? You guys have been singing the song for like a year. How do you not know?
I think they should have turned the guitar down.
Karaoke.
I have never missed a word in karaoke.
Well, that's because the words are on the screen, Philip.
Oh no, I close my eyes like I'm
behind you.
I close my eyes, man, like I'm in there. You know what I mean? Like I don't even need to look at the screen. Watch, we'll go do Bulletcast karaoke, and you'll see.
Okay. Yeah, I will say at least they picked it back up. Because I was like, oh, there's like I think 30 more seconds to this song, and they just completely lost it. But they were able to catch the chorus back up. So I obviously that like affected it, which I don't know why they didn't have the words to have Jericho singing the song. I understand they want to have like that moment, but I think they just got too cute. If they just had a regular entrance, it would have been fine.
Yeah. I thought Jericho was going to like come out with a microphone and sing it himself. I thought that's what was going to happen.
Yeah. That would have been cool.
Yeah, I really thought that's what was going to happen.
That would have been cool.
That would have been, yeah, that would have been something. That'd be like Cena rapping himself to the ring.
Yeah. Oh, did he do that once?
Did he do a song to the ring once? Do we know? I don't know. That's homework for next week's Bulligan. Brandon, I mean, you were there. Did Jericho, did he hold his own?
I thought he did pretty well. I mean, Jericho's at the age now that I'm not expecting like too much. He wasn't terrible by any means, but he was kind of just Chris Jericho, what he is now. That lion salt, it did look really bad because MJF was like so far away that he like literally had to scoot over like 1.5 feet to catch him. But besides that, I mean, I am kind of farther away, so I can't like really analyze like you guys who are watching on television. But Jericho looked good. The crowd was, I would say hot, but I was like, kind of out of all the matches on the card, this was probably the best storyline, I think, going into it. And the crowd, for it being like Jericho's quote unquote last match, possibly, they weren't like super duper hot into it. But I think once they got like at the end when they did the gimmick where Jericho's foot was on the rope, that's kind of when it really turned up, because everyone kind of knows that's when the finish is coming. So, however long the match was, like the first 90% of it was fine, nothing too spectacular, but the last 10% really picked up.
Do we have a timestamp on the match, Brian?
Yes, it was 21-15.
Jesus, what was longer, this or the main event?
The main event by 5 seconds.
Okay. All right. Did you watch this with your family? What did they think, Brian?
So my son,
Charlie.
let me tell you, he was negative for the entire show, because he's, I let him in on what's going on in the business. You know what I'm saying? So he sort of knew like what was coming tonight. So he was ripping everything apart. I mean, he hated CM Punk's pants. Okay, he thinks Jericho is old. He hates that they sing his theme. The only thing that he liked was the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks.
Okay. All right. I was about to say we got to school the youngster, man. Gotta let him. He gotta know,
Yeah.
Man, let me hang out with Charlie. I'll smarten him up. Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh man. Jericho, his career in AEW stays intact. Congratulations. What was before this?
The Casino Battle Royale.
Ruby Soho, massive pop. Brandon, yes, no?
Yeah, absolutely. I would probably put it up there, obviously behind Punk, Cole, and Danielson, but I think she's number 4. She's right there. Everyone was kind of changing her name, waiting for her to come out, and maybe I would have rather had the final countdown, but I guess some Rancid will do.
Rancid's great. Love it. Absolutely love it. I thought it was going to be like one of the Iconics or Lana. I don't know why. I
just got the chills hearing Brandon say Punk, Brian, and Cole.
So hey Brian, did you hear JR call her Ruby Riot when she won?
He also called Paul White the Big Show tonight.
He said Ruby Riot, Ruby Soho. I was like, oh my God, no. Jesus Christ. Oh my, I hit my microphone. Brandon, how did the Battle Royal work overall? Anything you noticed that we didn't see?
The match itself was fine. I think everyone that you would expect to get a big pop got a big pop. Jade, I thought she got a pretty decent pop as a heel, so I think maybe you could do something with her as a face later on down the line. One thing is, I don't know if you guys could hear, there was a chant of "No, we don't" going on, kind of at the end every time there was a countdown. Some idiot behind me was yelling, "We want Tessa." So that's one thing that, well, there was one person who just yelled, "She's a racist and she doesn't like black people." So, fun times there in the crowd.
Jesus Christ. Oh man, Chicago's really wild.
That's the type of insights you get here on the Bullet Cast.
Thank you, man. Thank you. So
worth all the money.
Lucha Bros, Young Bucks. Let's talk that. How long was this? This had to be super.
So I was wrong. I said Kenny Omega and Christian was the longest match. No, the Lucha Bros and the Young Bucks were the longest match.
How long?
At 22:05.
Really? This felt longer than that. I thought that was at least 30 minutes. I really did. Just chaos. Absolute chaos. The entrance, fucking phenomenal. Okay.
Shout out to Mikey Ruckus again.
I was like, hey. I was rapping in Spanish and shit. It was great. It was fucking great. I loved it. Oh, the hen does something to you. You feel like you can speak different languages and shit. I mean, the callback to the with the thumbtacks on the bottom of the shoes to what he did to Candice LeRae and PWG. Phoenix flying off of the cage, assisted Canadian destroyers, super Canadian destroyers, assisted drop kicks, just everything you can think of. They every time they get in the ring with each other, they top it. I don't know how they do it, but they do. They're destined to do this forever. It was great. Congratulations to the Lucha Bros. It's about fucking time they won those tag titles. I'm so happy for them, man. Brian, let us know.
I can't even deny it. Like when I was watching this, I was like, okay, whatever, here we go. But man, these guys can go, and they have such incredible chemistry. The Lucha Bros, I don't want to say they're underrated, but it's almost like, man, like they don't get talked about enough when it comes to greatest tag teams in wrestling. Like right now, I won't go as far to say all time, but right now, I don't think the Lucha Brothers get their name put in that conversation enough. They really know how to hold themselves. Like it's not much sloppiness going on there. There's so much room for error in the type of matches that they do.
But they don't mess up. There's something like, have you ever seen them live?
Oh.
Yeah, bro, you should have been coming to APW, bro.
Why you didn't take me?
I'm sorry. I mean, I feel like they're gonna get that momentum back because, like, seeing them at APW and stuff like that. Phoenix, he does all the crazy stuff, and I feel like Pentagon's gonna get that aura about him back because this dude would like crip walk out and hit the Zero Miedo gimmick. You know what I mean? Like, like I feel like they're gonna get that kind of prestige back that they once had because I mean they did the job a lot, and that really hurt them. So I mean, like I'm excited. Brandon, craziest thing you've seen?
Match of the night. Love this match, and I mean going into it, I was like, they just kind of threw this together. They had the Luchasaurus Jungle Boy match, kind of more storyline ready for it. But I love the Lucha Bros. Longtime listeners of the Bulletcast window. I kept saying I feel the Lucha Brothers, whether it's a single or a tag, both of them are just super underutilized. One of the I think many talents that AEW could do a little bit more with, but happy that they actually got their chance. Maybe a little hot shotty out, I guess, but who really cares? The match was fantastic, and a cage match. I'm happy no one died. There was a few points where especially Phoenix and Nick, as you would expect, do some dumb stuff where they could have hurt themselves. They did the the super destroyer off the top rope, and it looked like Matt like legit landed on his head. Was I seeing that right?
It looked like the impact really hit his knees, honestly.
Okay, yeah, because they kind of slowed it down and kind of far away. It looked like he tombstone, but nice to see he didn't break his neck or anything.
When he hit, I was like, I hope he's wearing knee pads. Jesus, like that, you bust a patella or something.
Seriously,
man. What did Charlie think of this, Brian?
The entire time he just kept saying, "Oh my God, like this is the greatest match so far." And then 2 minutes go by. "Oh my God, this is the greatest tag team match of the year." Another 2 minutes go by. "Oh my God, this is the greatest cage match I've ever seen."
Did he say it was the greatest tag match of all time?
He didn't say that.
Okay, so
he did not say that. But speaking of cages, did this have to be in a cage match?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Because of because everybody's running in and whatnot.
Okay, I mean,
yeah, you get Cutler and Nakazawa and the Good Brothers and yeah.
I guess you're right.
Yeah. What was before this?
Oh, it was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD,
baby,
taking on Chris Statlander.
She hit what they call it she hit the Panama Sunrise.
Sunrise.
No, what did they call it?
The Pittsburgh.
I think they called it the Britsburg Sunrise.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they called it on TV.
Like, damn, they got a name for it already, huh?
You got to be quick. You got to be quick, man. I know from my commentary he's gonna be quick. No, but I think it was cool. You know, Britt, she showed out multiple curb stomps, doing the curb stomp gimmick off of the steps,
Yeah.
and you know, just throwing in that lockjaw to have a Statlander pass out. Yeah,
I thought that this match was kind of boring.
yeah.
It was kind of boring. But hey, Britt Baker, keep doing your thing. Chris Statlander, keep doing your thing. Orange Cassidy was fired up at one point, you know, screaming in Chris Statlander's ear, which was different.
Yeah, bro. He was like, "Get your ass up."
Oh man, but yeah, no, it
Is that how
didn't really hit.
That exact voice?
Get your ass.
He was like, "Get up, move, 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 move."
Like Beyond Scared Straight.
You know about the gimmick. I love it. Oh God. Brandon, were people more into this than we were?
I would say so. I think I'm kind of with you guys that I was a little bored at the beginning, but I mean, I got to say, I think the ending really picked up for me. And I think the crowd in general, they really did come alive kind of at the ending. So, I mean, I'm not in love with the match either, but I did think it picked up a lot more at the ending compared to what you guys thought.
Okay, all right.
I mean, there was never like a believable point where like I think people thought Statlander was going to win, but I think just the action and the wrestling was good enough to get